Namaste everyone and welcome to another yoga sequence. This sequence will be more like hatha, soft flow-ish, especially for the neck and the shoulders. So this sequence is really going to be very great for people who are like having a desk job or so because we're looking always on our phones during the day, and don't deny it, I know we're all doing it. Even I am sometimes getting my phone, looking at the screen, and back up again. So, of course, our neck is not built to do this nodding every hour a couple of times. So, we're gonna counteract it with this yoga sequence as well. Also, people who are sitting in front of the computer all day, it's also great for them. So it's best to do this sequence maybe after work, when you're done, when you're finishing. There are some poses you can also do at work, not all of them, because we are also going to lie down on our belly, so that's not going to be so comfortable when you're at work. You can also do it in the morning if you want, just see whenever you want. The moment you have a little bit of aches in your neck or shoulders and you're quite not so flexible anymore, when you feel that it's good to stretch muscles, stretch the spine and the neck, then this might be something for you. So without further ado, let's begin. We're gonna sit in a comfortable position and we're gonna close our eyes.
And then, when you've closed your eyes and you've found a comfortable position to sit in, you can focus on your breathing now. Make sure that you breathe very deeply and gentle at the same time. So at this moment, you just have to make sure that you take a couple of inhales and exhales, and make sure that the exhales and inhales, that your whole breath is really relaxed, that you can feel your body becoming calmer and calmer. Take your time to center yourself, to focus on your breathing. And then gently, when you are ready, you can take away your focus of the breathing again. Just make sure that throughout your entire practice, you will breathe very deeply. So every inhale and exhale will go very smooth and deep and relaxing. And then now, on the next inhale, raise your arms over your head until your hands are touching each other. If you want, you can look at your hands, and exhale, you bring the hands back to your chest. Your head comes down, chin towards the chest. Next inhale, you raise the arms overhead again, and be sure to follow your own movement. Hands are touching each other, and then back to the center, back in front of your heart. Inhale, bring your arms over your head. You're looking at your fingers or your hands and bring them back to the heart on exhale. Inhale, last time, bring arms back overhead, and then exhale, bring the hands back in front of the chest. Your head can stay in the center, and you lower your hands back on your knees. And then we're gonna do some shoulder rolls. So on the inhale, you bring the shoulders to the front and up, And on the exhale, to the back and down, you lower them. Inhale to the front and up, and exhale to the back and down again. And really make sure that you feel that movement. Even though it might look as a very little tiny movement, you still want to be aware of what you're feeling, of what you're moving, which muscles you are using. Follow your own breath and make sure you use those shoulders. And then we'll be reversing that movement. So now we're going to make sure that on the inhale, we're going to bring our shoulders back and up, and then we bring them to the front and lower them again. And we're going to do this the same way as we did before. You might want to close your eyes or keep them closed, just to make sure that your attention is inwards rather than seeing things in front of you, around you, hearing things in your room, and follow your own breathing. And then on the next inhale, come back to the center, shoulders are in a neutral position, and we'll be moving on to the next position. So exhale, bring left shoulder to your right knee, and then inhale, come up again to a neutral position. Exhale, right shoulder to the left knee, and back up again on the inhalation. And here we're going to do the same again. We're going to close our eyes and exhale. We're going to feel the movement of the shoulder going to the right knee and up on the inhale again. Exhale, right shoulder, left knee. Inhale to the center again. And make sure you use those arms as well to maybe pull you a bit more in the position, in that little twist. And on the exhale, also be aware that your head can turn a bit over your shoulder to get more of a stretch in the neck. On the next exhale, we're gonna lower our left shoulder to our right knee, and then we're gonna move our right shoulder to our left knee and up on the inhale again. We're gonna do this a couple more times. Exhale, left shoulder, right knee. Then we're moving our body over the mat to the other side and up on the inhale again. Exhale. And inhale. And then we're going to switch sides. Right shoulder, left knee. Left shoulder, right knee. And inhale up again. Exhale, right shoulder, left knee. Left shoulder, right knee over the mat. Inhale. Come back up again. Last time. Exhale. And come up again on the inhale. Then we're gonna do a couple of shoulder shrugs. So on the inhale, raise your shoulders towards your ears, and on the exhale, with a deep sigh, you're gonna release them again. And we're gonna do this a couple more times. Inhale, shoulders to your ears, and then deep sigh, just drop them down. Inhale, shoulders to ears, and then on the exhale, deep sigh and drop them. Inhale, shoulders to ears, deep sigh, drop them. Alright, that was very good. You can gently open your eyes again because we're gonna come on hands and knees, and then it's nice to know where you're going to position yourself in a good position. So knees underneath the hips, And the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, raise right arm. Exhale, lower right arm, hands back together. Inhale, raise your right arm. Exhale, lower it again. Last time. Inhale, raise the right arm. And then on the exhale, we're gonna put our right hand in between our left arm underneath. And we're gonna drop our floor head. Or you can decide to put the arm over the head and stay here. Or the final option, you can raise your arm and put it behind your back. The option is up to you whether or not you want a deep stretch or if you feel that a very soft stretch is already enough. And we're going to stay here for a couple of breaths as well. Then on the next inhale, we're going to raise our left arm again for those who were with their hand behind their back. And then we're putting the hand back into the mat and we're going to push ourselves up together. And we're going to go into the next sequence. Inhale, raise left arm. Exhale, bring the arm back to the mat. Inhale, raise left arm. Exhale, both hands back together. Last time. Inhale, raise your arm, and on the next exhale, you bring the arm through the right arm. And here, we'll be having the same options. So, whichever option you choose before is also going to be the option you're going to be taking right now. And then we're going to stay here again for a couple of breaths. Then on the next inhale, we're putting our hand back into the mat and we're pushing ourselves into hands and knees again. Then we're gonna go into puppy pose, so we're gonna bring our arms forward and we're gonna put our chest towards the mat. And you can choose to keep your chin on the mat or put your forehead on the mat if that's easier for you, if you don't feel the opening in your shoulders. So these two options you have, it's or your chest onto the mat with the chin on the chest, or you bring your forehead to the mat and your chest hovers a bit. We're gonna stay here for a couple of breaths, so choose the option that is suitable for you at this moment. Then on the next inhale, we come back into all fours. And on the exhale, we're going to go into child's pose. So our hips are going to go in between our heels. The big toes are touching each other. Arms are relaxed next to us over our head, forehead on the mat. And we're going to take a couple of seconds to connect to the breathing again. So in this position, we're going to make sure that we take those deep breaths again, especially if you feel that you haven't connected again, that you've disconnected with your breathing. And when you've done that, on an inhale, we're going to put our chest over the mat. We're going to slide into a Cobra pose. And exhale, we're going to bring our forehead to the mat. And then on the next inhale, we're going to raise our head again, but we're going to look over our right shoulder. And then exhale, we're going to come down again. And we're going to go to the other side on the inhale, inhale. Now you come to the left side, so look over your left shoulder. Exhale, forehead to the mat again. Inhale, look over your right shoulder while you're raising your chest. And exhale, you come down again. We're going to do this a couple more times, so follow your own breathing now and do what you feel is good for you. If you need more breaths, that's fine. If you can only do 2 sequences, alright, that's also good. If you need to do more, also great. Just make sure that you are connected to your breathing and not mine. And then we're gonna put our hands onto each other and we're gonna bring our forehead onto our hands and our legs will widen and the inside of the foot comes onto the mat. Make sure that you really bring your feet wide enough to make sure that your feet are able to touch the mat, the inside of the feet, and that you feel a relaxation in your lower back. We're just gonna be here for a couple of breaths, so just enjoy the relaxation here. And then we're gonna bring our feet back together and we're gonna go onto our back and we're gonna prepare ourselves to go into Savasana, our last pose for this sequence. So make sure that you're laying comfortable and now you don't have to take care of anything anymore. You can let go of everything. You don't have to think about anything. Everything at this moment has been taken care of. Even when we're coming out of Shavasana, I'll be telling you in a couple of minutes. Just take this time for yourself and I'll wake you up again or get you out of the Shavasana after a couple of minutes. And when you are ready, bring back movement in your fingers and your toes. Very gentle, very small. And make that movement bigger. Bring that movement into your hands and your feet. Once again, very gentle. And then bring back movement into your arms and your legs. And maybe even into your entire body. Maybe you can stretch yourself completely if you want. Do whatever you feel good to do right now. And the moment that you are ready, you can come onto your right side. Make sure that you keep your eyes closed just for a second. And then bring yourself up into a seated position with your eyes closed. Make yourself comfortable and bring your hands in front of your chest. Together, lower your chin, and you can gently open your eyes again and raise your head.
Thank you for joining me in this yoga sequence, especially for the neck and the shoulders. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section down below. Also, if you have any suggestions, please let me know in the same comment section. And take care of yourself. And then I wish you a wonderful evening or a wonderful day. Namaste.